Welcome, spiritual hustlers, to 53 Days of Mindfulness with EXO and Hustle, presented by Self Hired. I am so excited to have you here. We're about to spend the next 53 days together sharing and dropping knowledge on how to bring spirituality to your grind so you can balance your growth with your hustle. This series is based off the Mindfulness Deck, an actionable 55 card deck designed to take you on a journey of self-understanding, healing, and habit building. The Mindfulness Deck is now available for pre-order at exoandhustle.com. And remember, I love hearing your breakthroughs, so make sure you join the conversation online at EXO and Hustle on Instagram. All right, let's get into it. Today's episode is brought to you by Delush CBD. Delush is a holistic lifestyle company that infuses hemp CBD into your favorite wellness and skincare products. Since we're all about love and good vibes, Delush CBD products are thoughtfully curated with non-toxic ingredients and are cruelty-free. Every product is handmade with all that love and good. You can use the discount code EXO and Hustle for 15% off your next order at delush.ca. What's up, my spiritual hustlers, and welcome back to 53 Days of Mindfulness. Okay. Today's card is so heartfelt, okay? Today's card is share yourself unconditionally. So in this card, what you will see is you'll see this like cute, rustic looking building with two women sitting inside. And there's all this like greenery outside, but it's pretty still gray. And so the only true color you see in this card are the two women. And these two women got like their cappuccinos and their mocha lattes all on the table. One woman is wearing orange. That's why I wore orange today. And the other woman is wearing this beautiful white shirt. And the woman is just like got her eyes laying low, just like, I'm loving this conversation. And the other woman is looking at her like, oh my God, like she's so invested in what she's saying. And there's this beautiful like heart chakra that's just lighting up in this like beautiful like green color. And they're just sitting there, and it's like the energy of this card is just so peaceful. It's so like refreshing. It feels like, when you need a glass of water after a long day, it's like that, you know what I mean? So why share yourself unconditionally? Keyword unconditionally. When I started putting out a lot of my creative projects, I started realizing that some people had a really great response where they were incredibly encouraging. They would share my stuff. They would be so on it with me, versus other people who were really close to me, who I thought would be quote unquote happy for me, would never share it, were like super like never said like nice things to me. And it's not that I needed them to say nice things to me, but it just felt like there was no support there. And so when I would share like good news about what's happening in my life, I would feel this like tinge of like, oh, like why are you bragging about yourself? But it wasn't like I was bragging about myself. It was like, like I put in all this time and energy and hard work into this one project or like this deal or something like that. And then it came true, or this is like the execution of it. And I started to really realize that I can't share my wins with everybody, right? And it was almost like I needed to learn that lesson, because we all already know we can't share our lows with everybody. And maybe that is rooted from like our ideas of trust, or our ideas of feeling safe, or just what we want other people to know about us, right? And so it was like that contrasted experience where I was like, oh, I can't share my good with everybody either. And as I started to grow, and you go through cycles of friendships, you go through cycles of groups, and you had your college friends, and then you come back and to your old city, and you're like, oh, I don't really relate to my high school friends, and you make all these new friends. And it's like what ends up kind of getting lost in the mix of things is that uncondition of like, yo, you're being a crazy bitch right now, I still love you, but fucking get in line. Or like, yo, I got you whether you're like drunk on the floor of like Granville Street or not. Like it's like that uncondition of like, I love you in a good mood, in a bad mood, in a happy mood, in a sad mood. Like I just love you and I got your back. And that feeling that you have with friends is so rare. And the more women I asked about like, who do you feel this way with? Like, how do you feel when you can share your breakthroughs or share all of the things that you've been growing through and learning about? A lot of people said like, yo, like when I have that one person who I can share that with, I love it. But otherwise I feel like I'm bragging. It kind of broke my heart because I was like, yo, like that sucks. And I felt almost instantly so blessed because I do have a lot of hustlers around me who share my happiness with me, but also allow me to be this moody psycho bitch that I am, you know? So that is where this card comes into focus. There are times when in our mindfulness practice, we truly need to spend time with ourselves, right? And I totally believe in connecting to ourselves, but I really also believe that there are times when we need to have the self-awareness of being like, yo, I need someone else's energy. I need this like human to like bounce my energy off of. I need to feel the energy of belonging, of connection, of being rooted, of being loved regardless, right? And that's why today's mindfulness tool and tip is all about, yo, go and spend time with somebody who you can laugh with, who you can have an insightful conversation with, who you trust, who you can like communicate with, somebody who's just got you ride or die. And if you don't feel like you have that, I want you to do this exercise that one of my friends taught me, where in a little circle, you write all of your day ones. And then on the outer circle, you write all of your friends. And on the outer circle, you write all of the people who are just in your life. Now, those things are like a great way to like kind of just see like who is in my community, right? And when you do that and you check who's in your community, then you have an opportunity to also know like, who do I feel safe around and who do I want to communicate with? So do that first. But second of all, yo, just go and be like, ask a girlfriend or a homie that you love through and through and who you know loves you through and through, and just go and spend some time with them. Because I promise you, like 3.5 hours later, you're going to feel so full and so energized by being able to share your magic and your joy with somebody who wants you to have that magic and wants you to feel all of that joy, but not just feel it all, share it all. Okay, so today's Don't Mind My Hustle affirmation is, may I find friendship in the closest of places. Until next time, guys, keep being the spiritual hustlers you already are. Continue strengthening your intuition offline by pre-ordering the Mindfulness Deck at exoandhustle.com. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe and share with all your friends so you can all bring spirituality to your hustle. Until next time, keep being the spiritual hustler you already are.